What's good, y'all? I'm about Steph. I react. Remember, guys, to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let's get into it, yeah? Vid by Zivi. Yeah. 3 million Epstein files I've released. I've been hearing a whole lot about a lot of shit what's going on with Epstein. He's on the mad thing. Touching children. Why? Touching children. Cool. Not cool. What the yeah. Let's go. This is gonna be mental, man.
All right, let's talk about the Epi files, namely the big names that you probably know.
Oh man, the thing I've heard, man. I heard this guy, this right here, this president. This man has been named apparently the most in the files, like the most. The president, bro.
Donald Trump, of course, in the documents. William Gates, aka Bill Gates.
Elon
Musk. Jay-Z.
Muskie.
Pusha T.
Jay-Z is in the island with the kiddies and titties and the kiddies, bro. With the kiddies.
Howard, that's
no.
You probably don't know him, but you will after this. But first, to understand all of this, what you have to know is the Department of Justice under Donald Trump had a problem. You see, United States Congress passed a law saying, y'all got to release those files. The Department of Justice said, all the files? Congress said, yeah. Did I stutter? So after a bunch of stalling, the Department of Justice said, okay, look, here's half the documents. And that's what you got. Those were the files that were recently released. 3 million pages out of 6 million pages.
Bro.
Congress said, didn't we say release all the documents? The Department of Justice excuse was they're trying to protect victims. I'm not even going to insult.
Yeah, you make sure you save face on a lot of the people that also named on these files, right? You know what I mean?
With the Department of Justice reasons for not releasing the other half of the files. But let's just say Congress is apparently trying to get the rest of the files released. But in this half of the files, like we said earlier, you got some big names.
Already.
Starting with Elon. Now remember, Elon Musk said, I ain't never spoke to that dude Epstein. He tried to invite me to the island. I said, no. Donald Trump, though.
I said, Epstein trying to invite me to the island? Oh, I'm better than that. Bro, I bet he wants to be there, bro. I'm telling you, I bet he wants to be there. I feel like he felt left out. Stop capping, bro.
Check on him. Well, turns out in the files, there is email correspondence between Elon and Jeff Epps.
Oh, man.
Elon basically saying, yo, when can I fall through to the island? When can I pull up? Elon emailing him year after year.
You see what I mean? He's like, knew it. He trying to play it up like, oh, I didn't care. Nigga want to be part of the fun, want to be part of the, the fucked up shit. Part of the group, be included. Man, email him, please, man. Let me in the island, please. Give me access.
And this is after it came out that Jeff Epps was committing those heinous crimes.
Yeah, man.
And I want you to take special note of that. Because here's a side note. Jeff Epps, around 2005, that's when it came out that he was committing heinous acts. That's when you see a bunch of billionaires and politicians come out and say, oh, that's when I stopped talking to him. 2005, 2008, that's when I cut him off. But again, Elon hitting him up like 2012 saying, yo.
Still. Yo, bro. Please, man. I need a Leng Villa down there. I need a Leng Villa. There is one sweetie kid. She's kid in it. Yeah, she's got like brown hair and shit. I'm tired. I'm trying to hit it, bro. I'm tired. Bro, these people deserve the worst of the worst. They need to be put on the death sentence, man. Dead ass, man. We're touching children, man. It's fucked.
Christmas time, can I come to Elon saying this? The wildest parties you got? What's the wildest parties you got? He said, me and my wife, his wife at the time, trying to pull up. And what's kind of embarrassing when Elon last messaged.
Yeah, we're trying to have an OG. Trying to have an OG, trying to go crazy, gang bang, trying to get gang bang with khaki.
Like, yo, man, can't wait. Is the heli coming? Like, responded to him saying, look, man, I'm not finna be alive this year. Like, you can't come. I'm gonna be in New York. Boy got rejected by a weirdo. Elon tripping. And speaking of tripping, let's talk about William. I've been told y'all about William. So according,
bro, imagine like someone doing a mad thing, yeah, a weirdo. Heinous crimes, bro, and you here trying to be like, oh, what's up, bro? Trying to be friendly, trying to be cool, buddy, you know what I mean? And bros airing your shit, bros opening your message and be like, no, like, imagine that. imagine that, bro. That's so low, man.
Files, Jeff Epps is basically like drafting an email to himself, detailing the stuff about William Gates, saying William Gates messes with Russian girls. He's stepping out on his wife with these Russian girls. And with these Russian girls, he got a disease, which he then gave to his wife. And now
bro, imagine that. Fuck. You know, you're doing a mad thing on the island. A mad thing. It cuts mad on your wood, bro. He would start. It's got bad zits and cuts and shit, bro. You know, oh, I think it was shit. Yeah, go back to my wife and fuck her, man. Give it that shit too, man. Yeah, man. It's tapped.
To give antibiotics to his wife secretly. And he said, whole time Bill Gates over here, tears in his eyes, trying to beg me this and that. Boy, stop it.
Imagine that. You have to be giving your wife antibiotics, you know, secretly, so she doesn't know that you gave her that, bro. These people are evil, man.
You can walk to the bank. Because the only way I ain't telling nobody about this is if you give me a house. Jeff Epps, side note, loved him some blackmail. Now, mind you, Bill Gates denies all this stuff. Elon Musk denies this stuff. But it's kind of tough to deny because these are emails that the FBI acquired. Now, here's why I said that, because here's where things start to get wicked. What I just told you about Bill Gates and Elon Musk is regarding what they found in Jeffrey Epstein's emails. But Donald Trump, Pusha T, and Jay-Z, who we're about to talk about right now, they don't show up in emails. They show up in allegations. Basically, people coming out and saying, yo, I saw Donald Trump, Jay-Z, Pusha T doing this. I saw them when I went to this party and that party.
Yeah.
Donald Trump shows up a lot. People detailing in graphic account what they were told.
Bro, this is some people's president, you know. This is a president of a country. Damn, bro.
With Donald Trump. People detailing the fact that Donald Trump had wild parties of his own. As for Pusha T and Jay-Z, it's a similar situation. But as far as we know, they show up one time in the files with one accused.
One time too many. That's what it is. One time too many.
1994, she saw Jay-Z at a party. Harvey Weinstein was there, and they both. And how they got to these parties in the first place is because of people like Pusha T, who the accuser called a handler. They go on to say Pusha T would give them stuff to make them really sleepy, and then they would wake up.
Give them stuff. They feel really sleepy. Bro, they're jugging the hell out of these people. Now, these people are the worst of the worst, man.
Besides all the big names I mentioned to you, there are plenty of other names in these files. Many people in Donald Trump's inner circle, politicians alike. But there's one politician I want to highlight for you, and that's Howard Lutnick, your Secretary of Commerce. You see, he was Jeff Epps' next door neighbor. So a few years back, I guess.
Bro, it's everyone's on a mad thing, bro.
Like he had to explain himself.
It's crazy. This guy's a neighbor. Epstein, like, yo, bro, you have the party with that? I'm put up later, yeah? What the f?
Goes on and does an interview. Bro. This is when it was all popping about Jeff Epps. He came out and said, look, all that stuff about Jeff Epps in the news, just because I was his neighbor, let me start by saying I got nothing to do with it. And when I tell you...
Yeah, that's cap, bro. You know, it's a lie.
He was being this boy should be an actor. Boy should get an Oscar, because he was furious
that's his life
that his name was even mentioned in the same sentence. He said, I
said, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you link my name? You know, how dare you link my name to Jeffrey, bro? That guy? That fucked up guy? Nah, bro, I ain't part of that shit.
My name with that man. The interviewer said, you serious? He said, damn straight. He said, let me tell y'all something. I went over to introduce myself to Jeff Epps. Me and my wife was there. We knocked on the door. We said, hello? Boom. Jeff Epps opened the door. We said, hey. We saw a massage table in the middle of the room. That was weird.
Okay.
So we said, Jeff Epps, you like getting massages or something? Jeff Epps leans over and says, I love massages, but he was weird with it. Like, we thought it was weird, me and my wife. And then we said, okay, Jeff, we're going to leave. We looked at each other and we promised we would never be in the same room with Jeff Epps again. They found him in a...
Bro. honestly don't know how did he get to his level of like tappedness. Just I don't understand. Like, yeah.
They found our boy Howard in the files
to be lying so much, man. To try and save face so much when you're defo, most definitely. Even put it in a circle, man. On the island, bro, doing a mad thing, bro. Yeah.
When can I pull up to the island? Matter of fact, dude's wife was emailing Jeff Epps too. Just in case you didn't get our last message, could we pull up?
Wifey wouldn't be part of it too. Can we pull up?
Bring our friends Mary and Matthew. They named them too. They said they trying to bring the whole fam. Can we pull up? Bro. I was guffawed when I tell you in his interview how passionate he was. And I said earlier he should win an Oscar, but honestly, maybe he was a little too passionate in the interview. Like he not Denzel, you know what I'm saying? Like when somebody puts on a little too much fire, that's what I felt like, my opinion, in the interview Howard was doing. So I wasn't surprised to see his name listed.
Reach and save face on that thing.
Next? Well, the crazy part to me is these were, again, half of the files. So
bro, it's half. There's so much more shit on that shit, bro.
Ooh, it must be bad. And what it seems like is the Department of Justice is trying to say, look, we gave you half of the files. They're pretty big, right? So just leave us alone. I'm genuinely curious to know if that would work. It seems like people want it all. So let's just wait and see. Side note, if y'all remember, the FBI under Donald Trump came out earlier and said there ain't no names on the file. Y'all just imagining things. There's no list. Well, we're here now. And it seems that there was a list. So,
oh man, somebody's
lying.
Bro, it feels like they just dropped like half the thing. You know, like an introduction. The rest of the thing, bro. I think that's what the real meat is. The real shit. Multi shit is there, bro.
Go further. Just remember, files mean nothing if people aren't brought to justice. I'm curious to see what happens next. Like, there's this information, but if nobody is pursuing, no government organization is pursuing this information, then what do? We just look at the files, these people did all this, and then we just move on? Well, I think the American people are past that point, and I think I could speak for everyone when I say we demand justice. Now, this is just the first look over people have had over these documents. Remember, it's millions upon millions of pages.
Millions, man.
So when more information comes out, then I'll be sure to let you know.
Bro. These billionaires, man, just, I can't even fathom the brain processes to go through that, to want to do all that shit. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, you know, remember to like, subscribe down below. In a bit, yeah.